Hello everybody, welcome back to Succeed with Omid. A little bit of a different flavor of video for you today. One of the things I like to talk about with my general clientele is the dangers of electromagnetic frequencies, or EMF. And particularly when we start talking about piercings of any sort, we really start talking about almost antennas that were sticking through our fascia, almost like conductors that actually start to get in the way of what the brain's actually telling the muscle to do. And then the fascia starts to take over and tells the muscle to do something completely different. So before I get too scientific on you guys, I'm going to cut to a clip of a client that actually just worked with us last weekend. She was complaining of low back pain, and when I did a very simple core test on her, number one, I found a belly button piercing, which told me what I needed to know already. But two, with that belly button piercing in, she failed a simple core test. So after I had her try and touch her toes, she said her hamstrings were like super tight. We took that belly button piercing out. She passed the core test, could touch the floor with her palms, and then I said, hey, do you mind if I put you on video, show the world this so that they can learn as well? And she said, no problem. So I'm going to cut to that video clip, and then afterwards I'm going to go into a little bit more of the science on why that actually happened. But enjoy the clip. Go ahead and do us a favor. Show me what you just did. Touch your toes. Oh, didn't quite make it. Back pain like crazy, right? Where's most of your pain? In the neck, shoulders? Back pain? Yeah, right there. Now, take that belly button out. Well, belly button piercing. It'd be weird if you could take the belly button out. Turn your innie into an outie, maybe? Good. Good. You can just hold that in your hand real quick, or put it down, doesn't matter. And just go ahead and do the same thing again. Touch the toes. Whoosh. And palms to the floor. Now, let's just make sure this wasn't like a fluke that, oh, you had practice. Put it back in. It's just a very strange party trick that Omid likes to play on people. I'm like holding you somehow with some puppet strings or something. Oh no! The ball! I can't cut either, otherwise time lapse will tell people that some trickery is going on. I've just got to keep this going. There you go. It's better though. I've had some girlfriends with belly button piercings. They lose the ball every now and then, and they're like, "Oh no!" Okay, now go ahead and go over again. Try and touch the toes. What happened to your flexibility? Why does it go away the second a belly button piercing goes in? So, definite proof that the core really wasn't actually getting the correct signal to fire. It's not that there was a core weakness or a glute weakness or hamstring tension or anything like that. We could have done all the hamstring stretches and planks and everything like that we wanted to. It still wouldn't have corrected this problem. In fact, it probably would have made it worse because the core wasn't actually firing the way it's supposed to with that bit of metal in there. Now, here's a couple things we can do right off the bat, okay? Don't work out with any piercings in your body. We're going to get the wrong signal into the body. We're not going to get the right hormetic effects that we actually want, and we're actually going to lead ourselves to injury, okay? So I'm not saying don't ever wear piercings or anything like that, but if you're going to work out, take them out. The other thing is if you're not turning off your Wi-Fi and putting your phone in airplane mode and things like that, you need to take the piercings out when you're asleep. If you just got it, don't do that because your hole will close and you'll hate me and stuff like that. But the bottom line is that these things really are a bit of metal about this long, regardless of whether it's in your ear, in your lip, or in your nose, or in your belly button, or wherever else you guys get piercings. I don't have any myself personally, but what ends up happening is if it's a bit of metal that long as a waveform can actually fit onto that bit of metal, it will conduct. And the problem is that if it's a bit of metal this long, we have these frequencies that are coming out of our cell phones called Wi-Fi, right? 2.4 gigahertz, 2.4 thousand hertz per second. So they're definitely going to fit on that thing. Same thing with the 5 gigahertz channels and all that kind of stuff. And if you're sticking that piercing through a bit of fascia, the fascia, the connective tissue of our body, it's electrically active. It's very conductive, and it's one bit of tissue that goes throughout the entire body. So if you stick this thing through there like an antenna, it really will charge that entire area to the point where that area doesn't even hear the brain anymore. The brain is trying to send an electric signal through the nervous system down to there. These Wi-Fi signals and other EMF stuff, just to keep it kind of simple, is going to interfere with that. And it really does lead us to a lot of injuries and stuff like that. So, long story short, I'm not telling you not to wear any of them, right? If you still need to go out and there's social confidence sort of stuff and just kind of fitting in and everything like that, I totally get it. Just don't work out with them in And if you can, don't sleep with them in at night. So that's it for today. I hope this information was very helpful to you guys. As always, have a happy and healthy rest of your day. Talk to you next time.